Joining us this morning from Bowling Green, Kentucky, is the winner of the Republican primary, supported by the Tea Party, Rand Paul. Senator-elect, good morning. I mean, excuse me, not yet.
Good to be with you.
I guess you're optimistic that
I'd like to skip the November.
Oops.
Yeah, I'd like to skip the November election
Oops.
also.
Are you optimistic that will be the outcome?
Well, things look good in Kentucky. You know, if you look at all the polls, John McCain run Kentucky overwhelmingly, and not so good year for Republicans. And President Obama's less popular in our state than he's ever been, and he never was very popular in Kentucky. So I think we have a very good chance in the fall.
But a lot of people say that you have your work cut out for you in the general election, because how will you unite a GOP party that, according to at least one poll, has an unfavorable view of you? 53% of voters who voted for your opponent in this primary don't like you. 43% said they wouldn't vote for you in the general election.
Well, the interesting thing is we got nearly 60% of the vote, so I think that's a pretty good mandate from the Republican Party. And the other thing is that we're going to unify. I'm going to meet with Senator McConnell on Saturday. We've been talking actually for weeks now about unifying. I've been talking with the Republican Party structure, and I think we will be unified going into the fall. And I think the message we have is one that not only do Republicans like, a lot of independents like what I have to say. The Tea Party message is popular well outside the Republican Party.
But the Tea Party and the Republican Party, as you're stating, are not the same thing. Do you think that your victory gives the Tea Party legitimacy? Will we see this become a legitimate political party?
No, I don't see the Tea Party really becoming a political party, but I see it having an influence on both parties. But I also see that the Tea Party really has ramifications outside the party, and that I think independents are attracted to it as well.
What do you say to Democrats who actually are happy about your victory in this primary, because they are ready to pounce on you in the general election, saying that your views are way too controversial and they could take this Republican seat?
I say bring it on, and please, please bring President Obama to Kentucky. We'd love for him to campaign down here.
Didn't work too well for Arlen Specter, did it?
Run that by me one more time.
It didn't work too well for Arlen Specter to have President Obama on his side. What do you think that says?
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, I think you're right. And actually, in our Democrat primary a few years ago, Hillary Clinton beat Barack Obama by 30 points, and he's a lot less popular than he was. And so really, I think his message, the Democrats will really have to run away from President Obama if they have any chance down here. And he's the leader of their party. It's just going to be very difficult for him in Kentucky.
All right, Senator-elect wannabe Rand Paul, I'm sorry for the slip, although I'm sure you didn't mind it too much. Thank you, sir.
Not at all. Thank you.
A lot happens early on The Early Show, weekday mornings on CBS.